Hi friends, this video is about the concept of natural selection, which is a part of the pattern of genetic variation and the natural selection. So, natural selection is the process by which evolution takes place within a population of an organism, and evolution is a change in the characteristics of any species over several generations. There is an example of Galapagos finches, and it also known as the Darwin finches, theory of the evolution by the natural selection. It was first postulated by the Charles Darwin in his books Origin of Species. The evolutionary idea contributed and proposed by the Charles Darwin, known as Darwinism. This theory tells about the overproduction struggle for existence, variation, survival of the fittest, origin of new species, that is evolution. This theory doesn't explain the reason of the variation. The basic unit of the evolution is an individual in the Darwin theory. It also doesn't consider reproductive isolation as a major factor for new species formation. Reproductive isolation is an isolation process in which the member of a few member of species become prevented for the free reproduction. Mutation, the new Darwinism theory of natural selection. It is also known as the modern synthetic theory of the natural selection. It is a modified form of the Darwinian theory. So there are some differences in the Darwinian and the Neo-Darwinism theory. In the Darwinian theory, the Darwinism theory, the role of the isolation in the evolution doesn't have a role, but the isolation has a major role in the Neo-Darwinism. The purpose of the variation is not explained in the Darwinian theory, while the purpose of the variation is explained by the Neo-Darwinism as the recombination, variation, genetic drift, and the natural selection. Driving forces in the Darwin theory collection of the phenotypic variation, while the genetic variation in the Neo Darwinism theory. There is a mode of operation which is of three types, that is stabilizing, directional, and the disruptive. Stabilizing natural selection suggests that the heterozygous individual are more and than the homozygous individual. This type of selection is called the stabilizing natural selection. In this figure, this is the heterozygous are more favored, known as the stabilizing natural selection, and in this figure directional, in which the one of the homozygote is favored in this nature, and the directional occurs in generally in the agricultural field, while the stabilizing are more common in the population. The disruptive natural selection, in which the heterozygous are completely diminished and the dominant homozygous or the recessive homozygous is favored. Here is some one objective here in which we can better explain, which so all about the natural selection and their mode of operation. Thanks for watching.